Hi, it's Julia. Welcome to Accessorize Your Life. I'm back with Keeping It Real Fun, or Kirf, to do a collaboration for the month of August. This month, let me put my glasses on, our assignment was to honor National Coloring Book Day, which was celebrated on August the 2nd. But that's okay, we're going to do it anyway, right? So we were to create a full look using the shades that we prefer, but we could only use our fingers for the entire makeup look, and we're said to have fun with it. Well, guys, I hope you'll have fun watching and join me while I create this look, because, you know, I don't know how it's gonna go with not using any makeup brushes. I started to reach for them and I said, oops, I don't need them. So hopefully you'll have a drink nearby. This is a really good one. I'm having a little bit of blackberry seltzer water mixed with a little bit of zinc and elderberry juice here, with a little bit of orange juice too. I think they add in it. It's really good. I added ice because it's over 90 degrees out there. So I have everything before me. Not quite sure what I'm doing here, but I don't think I said it. If you're new, welcome. It's going to be fun. And if you're not new, you know the drill. I especially welcome you back. And if you haven't subscribed, please take the time to do so. I would appreciate that. I've been at this a long time, struggling to get those numbers up, but it's going to happen. I have faith, and it's due time. So our fingers are our only tool, no makeup brushes, so let's get with it. I'm going to start off by priming my face, and I'm going to use the Yummy Skin. You're not supposed to shake this, by the way, and I just did. This is the Water Foundation Serum, so I'm going to put this on. You're supposed to squeeze it from the bottom into your fingers, and this is the perfect thing to use. This will help mattify my face, and while I'm doing this, you guys take a look at my friends and the look they came up with using just their fingers. They always do a great job. Okay, next I'm going to go in with another Danessa Myricks product. This is the Yummy Skin. I have it in shade 9. This is how far I've gotten with this one. This has to be at least my third or fourth one of these. I really use them up. This is what shade 9 looks like using just my fingers. And I'll go ahead and put up some of the other shades so you can see what they look like. I'm going to make sure I get this under my eyes, because basically this is my concealer as well. What I'm going in with next is, this is from Chanel. This is the glasses needed for this one. Yeah, this is the Vital Luminaire Aqua Tint Parfait. And why I'm using this is because it has an SPF in it, and it's SPF of 15. We want products for our skin that is really helping our skin, nourishing our skin, and protecting our skin. I feel like that does so as well, because it has that oxalate in it, which helps to control oil. So it's helping the skin as well. So here we go with the Chanel. This is what my shade looks like. I will let you know the number of my shade in a minute. I need glasses. Haven't used this in so long, so I'm not quite sure what kind of coverage I get, but let me check out my shade in this. Not bad. It gives me a little bit of a dewy look. A little bit, not too much. I have it in 121 Caramel. Next I'm going in with Smashbox, and this is a photo finish oil control or mattifying primer. Now, I could have put this all over my face, but I chose not to. What I'm going to do with it is just take a tiny bit and put it on my eyelids to help control the oil closest to my lash line, because I get super oily there. Next, I'm going to take some of my fave, and that is NARS. This is an eye primer as well. Well, that other one wasn't, but this one is a real, true eye primer. So getting my mirror a little closer, hopefully you can still see me and I can see what my skin is looking like. Just going to lay down a little bit of this because we have one more step for the eyelids to just prime them. Okay, eyelids are primed. You know what I didn't consider was a contour or bronzer. Alrighty, I want to show you what I use to go over my brows with. This is a mascara. It's a cake mascara, something from Besame that I've had for a while. It comes in a cake form, as you can see there. It's just a, almost like, it looks like a piece of soap or something, with a little brush that I'm not using, but I'm going to take a little bit of water and wet the cake. Put a little bit of water from my cup. And as you can hopefully see, it's a little wet. And I'm just going to stir it around. Now you can see it's wet. And get that color, you see? Just want a little bit. And I'm going to put that in this brow that is a little lighter than the other one. Just a little bit more. Yeah, with my fingers. Yeah, I think that makes them look more even. And I'm going to use that for mascara as well. So I don't know how it's gonna go, but that's what I'm gonna use because it's all about the fingers, like coloring, right? Guys, coloring. I love coloring. I think it's therapeutic as an adult to color. And I have a coloring book. I haven't done much with this coloring book, so I haven't colored the pages as of yet. But I've been using it for reference because it's also a book about cards, like tarot cards or oracle cards, which I like to pull from time to time, just for motivation and inspiration, things like that. So I've been using it to read up on some tarot cards, but I haven't colored yet. So I think it's something I want to do pretty soon. Look at all those beautiful colors. So that's one coloring book that I have. And I remember I used to give my mom when she was more sedentary, and after having a stroke, I gave her coloring books to with biblical verses on them, the pages to color in, and she really liked doing that. Okay, let me show you the colors that I have in mind to use. First of all, I'm going to be using some metallics, and a lot of the colors I have here are in stick form except for one color. So the stick form colors I have, because I want to pull some of the colors from my scarf. First is this Batter Up, because remember I'm using things that was in my makeup bag. So it's that purple color there in Batter Up. It's in a stick, so I can easily pull this out with my finger. So I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Stick, and to get out those really sparkly, glittery colors that, you know, I'm not too fond of, but I think going forward those colors are really going to, well, that finish is really going to be popular going into 2026. Anything kind of chrome-like, whatever, on the lips, on the cheeks, especially on the eyes, it's going to be popular. So I'm going to use the N that is that purpley, and I have it in stick number 2, and that's it right there. So we're going to use that today. And then I want to use a green, and I have the Victoria Beckham pot here that has a green in it. I just love the finish on this for a sparkly look. So we're going to go into that. So these are all the colors that I'm going to use, I believe, on my eyes. I don't know how any of this is going to go. So here are my colors. Let's get with it. Okay. Something inside of me is saying start with the Fenty. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gently rub it on my finger and take it to the outer corner of my eye and just smudge it in. Get a little bit more on my finger, being gentle, careful not to break the tip off. And do you have trouble coloring inside the lines? Do you often go out of the lines? Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of here, that I'll end up making a mess of things by going out of the line or area that I need to be in, like so there. See that? So I'm going to make it work. I think one of the trends going forward to the latter part of this year and into the new year is to have a more organic look, not a look that has such sharp edges and things like that. So maybe coloring outside the lines with your makeup isn't such a bad idea. Yeah, a more smudge look. All right, we've got that color down. Let's wipe a little bit of it away from here. That was my deepest shade. Now I want to go in with this batter up because I don't think it has a lot of shimmer or anything. I'm going to use the same finger and just rub my finger right in that. These are creamy. They're easy to get onto the finger from the stick, of course. And that's partially why I chose these colors, or this method, because it's kind of easy to use. There it is on my finger. So I'm trying to see if I can get it to go from deeper to lighter and then into more of a color, and I think I'm achieving that. When I get in with the magnification, I can see that that's happening. Do you need to come up some so you can see? It's this way. What do you think? Alrighty, now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the NYX because I want to, this is the primer, because I want to use some of the Danessa Myricks. Just tapping it onto my finger there. Here we go, just tap, tap, tap it in. Got that on. You see, I use 3 products on my eyes just so that the oil stays in check. So next I want to go in, with the Danessa Myricks stick, and I'm going to use the metallic in. If you don't know anything about these, they have magnetic holders or grippers in them so that you can pull them apart, carry it as a full stick, or break it up and carry 2 individual products with you as you travel or whatever, or as you do your makeup. And they come with little protectors that are plastic, little covers that keep the product fresh and fluid, in a sense. These are cooling sticks as well, so when you put them on your eye, you will feel a cooling sensation, and I think by the time that wears off it should be set, but don't hold me to that because I'm not sure of that. But I'm not feeling it on my finger, but let's see what I feel on my eye, because that's what I'm putting here. Just going to tap it in. And I don't know if I'm getting the full effects with that or not. Yeah, it is. I see it. I see some glistening metallic looks there. Not too different from the other color. I'm just going to keep packing it on. And by using the NYX primer glue, I think I'm not having any problems getting this on. You can see the color is right there. Yeah, it's kind of dark, but anyway, we're gonna go on to the other side using my finger. Got that on, and it does feel a little cool because I picked up a chunk. Can you see that? There it is. Dropped it. Yeah, it is very soft. So you can break this really easy if you're not careful. So far the makeup eye look is going on real easy. It's not looking crazy or anything. So it's a cap for this. The challenging part may just be in the next application of color, because I would think I need a liner for this for sure. Wiping off my fingers so the colors don't transfer. Just using this little Ulta cloth here. Okay, Victoria Beckham, your turn to shine. Don't know how I'm getting this out of here and onto my eyes without making a mess. This color is called Emerald. Has some sparkles in it. So I'm going to take my pinky and just put a little bit on. I'm going to start little and small. I don't know quite where I want it to go, except for right at the base of my eye, maybe. Trying to use it as a liner. Okay, I see the trick. Get it really close to the lash line. I mean, that makes sense, you know, but in the lashes, in order to get it right down at the bottom there. But since I didn't do that initially on the other eye there, I have to bring this up a little bit. Yeah, it's really faint here, right at the lash line here. I went a little more, so I'm just going to take a little bit more of it and work it in. Have to go up some. Now we know. Now on the bottom lash line, ooh, I'm going to go back in with the Fenty, make a line on my finger. I wish I could just stamp it on. That wouldn't be coloring, would it? Everything's going better on the second try. Second time around. Makes sense. Look at that. It went on so much better here than it did there. It's all smudgy on this side. Try that again on this side over here. Just clean the finger off. Rub it on the finger, the tip. See it? Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah, I like that. Uh-oh. You thought that was hard. Mascara. Mascara. I'm gonna have to wet it again. Got my finger black, and I'm just gonna rub it over. Run it over, rub it over, color it in. My lashes. Now this isn't gonna make my lashes any fuller or whatever, but it will give them some presence because I have a lot of gray eyelashes, so this will help with that. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. I am going to take a little bit of concealer after all and go under my eye because the makeup fell. The eyeshadow fell, so just around here to clean it up. Didn't think I was going to use that, but I am. Now I wanted some, while that sits a bit, I'm going to use some Danessa Myricks. This is the low lighter. It's my highlighter with my fingers. Tap a little here. And I may regret doing this so soon because I haven't blended out the concealer. Spread it around my face. Right in the center. And this one sets. This concealer, I don't have to worry about setting with powder since I won't be using any powder. I'm liking that. I think this Chanel is perfect for your vacations. You know, when you're traveling, you want something light. If you're not using a powder, you want something that gives you a little illumination with that SPF. This might be for you. Yeah, I'm liking that. Now I don't have a contour, but I do have this from Danessa Myricks. What is this yummy skin thing? Let's see, what is this? Because it looks deep. This is the Lift and Flex Concealer. So we're going to use it unconventionally right in here as a, hopefully it works out. It's a little red, so it's more of a bronzer than it is a contour. Yeah, I like it. Next we're going in with a lippy. Now I had thought to use either a Pat McGrath lippy or this, who is this one, Revlon? Yeah, lippy. But the chromes are hot, so let's go ahead and use one of these colors from Danessa Myricks, the Color Fix Stick. You could use that purple on my lips. Let's see what it looks like. Just gonna pull it up, rub it on my finger. Perfect. And you can also use this on your cheeks. I'm going to use the other end as well. As you can see, it's a lighter color and you're going to see a little bit more shimmer in it because it's a foil. So I'm going to use a little bit, same finger, first of all on the cheeks. See all of that? Ooh, right in there. It's not a good place for me to use it because I have such problematic skin. It may be showing all of the texture, but I want to try it. Now a little in the center of the lips here. There we go, coloring outside the lines. Just gonna sparkle right up here in the corner too. And it feels cool. It feels good. And I want to show you what it looks like if I hadn't before. There it is. Catch the light. It's gorgeous. Alright guys, I think I've done it. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, I think I've achieved the look for National Coloring Book Day. I used my fingers and the colors I have here to create this look for National Coloring Book Day, August 2nd. I know it's past, but who doesn't like to have a little fun with their colors? I know I do sometimes. Never been big on shimmers and sparkles, but hey, what can you say? You gotta go with it. And voila, I did, and I hope you did too. Alrighty guys, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to check out my lovely lady friends over at Keeping It Real Fun. They do a fabulous job bringing you up to date, the latest, the greatest ideas in applying your makeup so that you have fun with your makeup, that it takes you on another realm with your makeup. I know it does for me, and that's why I like being a part of Kirf. This collaboration has been fun, using my makeup in a different way, applying a full face with my fingers. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, a smile is your best accessory, and go check out my friends. So long.